She turns facing to her right in order to demonstrate the direction the other people went to as if it was important, and rotates back like a mechanical puppet on one of those overly complicated clockworks. For a person who gives an impression of being the quiet type, Rin really does use a lot of words to say things that don't need a lot to be said. Unsure if she's finished, I say nothing. Neither does Lily, who seems equally robbed of words for the time being. I think that both of us are in fact just scared that any response might provoke her to continue. Our stupefied lack of reaction doesn't faze Rin at all. She keeps looking at us expectantly, a calm hint of expression on her blank face. She seems to be that kind of person, always so relaxed. As if bull elephant grade sedatives were flowing in her veins in place of blood. Do you have amnesia? I don't recall you having any of the sort, though. No, I don't think it's that. The other passerby were just worried, though. You do look really lost, the way you are standing in the middle of the street. Oh, I see. Maybe I should have taken some other kind of pose in that case. I ponder for a while whether I should change this angle further or give up for the sake of my own sanity. I'll decide on the latter. Now you're looking worried somewhat. I'm gonna save. Mind your step. Parody. Foot and mouth. I forgot to say that. Yeah, that was the last save state. It seems that most of the time it's better not to read too deeply into what Rin is babbling about. Talking Rin is like playing chess with a supercomputer. My voice just gave out. A supercomputer who does seemingly completely random moves as if to mock everything you know about chess. It's like that, except with human interaction. And even if I win, it feels like losing. Damn, it's just like Kenji said. Even when I win, I lose. Is this the power of the girls of Yamaku? Of course. They're super powerful at Yamaku. Push the thought aside as too dangerous to consider further. It's probably just Kenji's anti-female propaganda getting to me during a moment of weakness. Am I out of Skittles? No, I've got some. Whoa, what color is this? It's like a teal color, but pink on the inside. Lemon? Is that lemon flavored? Oh. What the heck is lemon pink? Yeah, maybe taking another pose might have worked. So anyway, you have no idea what you're doing here? She frowns, looking extremely displeased at either my question, its consequences, or the answer she's about to give. I do have some idea. I can't really tell what kind of an idea. That sounds like progress, at least. Lily sounds as if she spotted an opening for some kind of discernibly normal conversation. I can't say I share her optimism. Yes, there is some, definitely. The rest will come later. I'm sure of it. I always have reasons. The ensuing silence kills Lily's hopes all too visibly. That didn't last long. She looks fine. Rin, as far as I can tell, unbased. Assurances aside, what should be done? We could just leave her to her own devices, whatever those are, but it's late and I don't think we'll be getting any thanks if Rin is found standing here in the middle of the night. Which she probably will, unless she manages to remember what she was doing here in the first place. As for me trying to guess what might have been going on in her mind when she decided to embark on this adventure, the chances seem to be on par with winning the lottery. Several times in a row. Lily is oddly quiet too. I'd appreciate some support from the sidelines here. Especially if she's more familiar with Rin than I am. But it can't be helped. It seems her familiarity with Rin is exactly why she's staying subdued. So I assume you were going somewhere, not coming back to the school. Any idea where? Her eyes widen in shock and she jolts back in a somewhat artificial way, making it seem like an act rehearsed for situations like this. Are you a mind reader? Is that your disability? How unique. Nope. What? Why would you say that? You know I have arrhythmia. Lily doesn't even know that I have arrhythmia. I told you first. You knew what I was doing. What the heck is with that face? It was just an educated guess. We walked the same street in the other direction just forward to get to the store. If you're going to school, we would have met you on the way. Oh. She looks a little disappointed. Like Kenji, Rin appears quick to jump to completely irrational conclusions. Maybe it's something in the water here. I take a mental note to stock up on soft drinks. You know, that's the second time this week someone asked me if I was a mind reader. Do I really give off that impression? Rin shrugs her shoulders, which is all the answer I get. You know what? Maybe you should come back with us to the school. Lily interjects just as I'm about to further debunk my alleged mind-reading capabilities. She sounds rather concerned, the paper-thin smile on her face badly disguising that fact. Maybe she came to the same conclusion as I did. For everyone's sake, I decide to let the mind-reading topic drop, as it's entirely inane anyway. Yeah, Lily's right. If you can't remember, there's no point staying here. Rin considers this a rather simple deduction for a moment and then nods. Okay. Stretching. I'm so sore from my... I went weightlifting in the morning to the weight room gym thing. And I was working out with some friends. And we're all, like, extremely out of shape. Like, I'm super skinny. One of my friends is just... he looks normal, but just weak. And then the other one is also, like, the same exact way, just weak. And we're doing these lifts, and then we see these people come up. There's two groups that come on either side of us. Or that, maybe they were working there before, I don't know. But, so they're on both sides of us, and they're like these super ripped guys, and it's like, they're benching like twice what I weigh. I can't even bench my own weight yet. But anyway, so I think, yeah, it was the squat stuff. I saw it to my left and right. I was like, they're both doing, it was something like 200 something. And I was like, you know what? I can do that. I believe in myself. I will do this. So I say to my friend, let's just slap on some more 45 pounds. So we get up the barbell all loaded, and I lift it up on my back, and it's like, I just immediately know I'm gonna regret this as soon as I'm done. So I do like 5 squats with that weight, put it back up on the rack, and I'm just like, legs completely numb. It was pretty awful. And now it's even worse the day after. I think that was yesterday, maybe it was... I have no way of keeping track of time. Anyways, we start towards the school again, having wasted way more time than necessary with this episode. Yeah, I just wasted a lot of time with that side story. Ren walks along the edge of the sidewalk in her arrhythmic way. Arrhythmia. Hello. Looking like a mix of a sleepwalker and a rope dancer. What's a rope dancer? Oh, is that like the person that hangs from that rope while they just like spin around the rope? But it's not really a rope, it's more like a cloth kind of thing. Oh well. while Lily keeps one hand on my shoulder, tapping at the ground with her cane. Tap, step, step, tap, step, step, step. I said that wrong. There was 2 taps in the month. Dang it. Apart from that, and a few fragmented beginnings of our conversation, it's quiet. A quiet quite apart from the relaxing one into town at that. So how's the mural going? We are going to get bad luck. Never talk about works in progress. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Bad luck. Tap, step, tap, step. She doesn't care to talk about it. Lily's politeness feels out of place for the first time. Step, step, step. The hill Yamaku rests on top of is surprisingly steep going uphill. We slow the pace, but I still feel my pulse rising. Calm down. Just don't breathe heavy. Take deep breaths, but don't pant. Just slow it down. Don't die. Almost there. I can see the gates already. More than that, though, I notice that Lily's hand slightly tightens on my shoulder. Interpreting it as a gesture that she wants to ask something, I speak up. Anything wrong, Lily? I resist the urge to say, aside from our traveling companion, but only just. For a moment, she seems to debate whether she should even bring it up, but goes for it anyway. Is everything alright? Alright? How do you mean? The fact that I can't interpret her incredibly vague question puts her off for a second. It's just, you seem unusually tired, I guess. Now that she brings it up, I notice my breathing is strangely heavy. The uphill walk has really done a job on me. Lily noticed it all too quickly. Oh, jeez. Save. Save, save, save. Save on Mind Your Step. Yes. Return. I don't really want to talk about it. Sorry, I'm not in very good condition. These are 2 very, sad... She just looks like so drugged up, it's not even funny. She looks actually concerned. Sorry, I'm not in very good condition. I'm gonna die very soon if I keep breathing this way. It's alright, I just needed to catch my breath. My condition isn't the best these days. Oh. Is it something that is related to you being transferred here, I mean? She cuts herself off rather abruptly, maybe realizing she was being a bit intrusive. Her instincts are sharp though, and while I don't like the subject, it's not like I should lie about it. If it's Lily, I don't think I mind. Just say I have arrhythmia. I'm just a little weak for the time being. Hanako said you looked fairly healthy, so I naturally... Oh, Hanako described me. She better say I was just amazing. So I naturally thought... Lily doesn't finish her sentence again, letting it trail off with a measure of concern. As she furrows her brow, Lily's uncomfortable expression spurs me to say at least something to ease her feelings. It's surprising that she's flustered, considering her straightforward attitude with her own blindness. She must know that not all share her own comfort about things. No, it's okay. I have a pretty... I guess the best way to put it would be messed up heart. Arrhythmia. I had a bad heart attack a while ago because of it, and spent most of the spring in a hospital, ended in Yamaku on doctor's orders. She silently nods her head in acknowledgement. Okay. My answer, though, only seems to make Lily furrow her brow even further. She doesn't seem to quite know how to react, given how we don't really know each other that well. I can't really fault her for it, given I have the exact same reaction. To my surprise, in a moment's time, her face shows that she comes to some sort of realization. Wait, so the time when you and Emmy collided in the hallway... Oh yeah, I could have died. I was dying. I grimace slightly. Her ability to connect the dots quite so fast is unexpected. Yeah, I guess I'm a textbook example of why rules about running in the corridors exist. That was a lot more dry than I'd intended. Lily visibly shies away from continuing the topic. While I do want to assuage her concern, I don't really want to dwell on this either. Don't worry about it. I try to offer a reassuring smile, but then realize the futility. It's not going to do anything. Without knowing this, Lily smiles at me reassuringly, but doesn't say anything further. Arriving at the dorms, Rin stops in front of her mural as if lightning struck her. She had been quiet for almost all the walk back that I had all but forgotten she was here. That face again. It's Friday, isn't it? Yes, Friday, the 8th of June. This is bad. Yeah, there's no progress. Bad? Why? I think I'm going to go into a field position and throw up, possibly in reverse order. Yeah, don't do it in that order. That'd just be awkward. Is something wrong? No, nothing is wrong. It's Friday and nothing is wrong yet. This mural, it's going to need to be finished by Sunday, so everything's alright. Do you have any drugs or a time machine? This is not good, not good. She's behind her schedule. Recalling Shizuni's exasperation at Rin's carefree attitude several days ago, I don't know what to think. She has left herself open for an I told you so. Unless she can pull off whatever she needs to pull off by Sunday morning. Rin keeps staring at her mural, looking as mortified as she can. Leave me. I'm gonna need to work for a while. I glance at Lily, expecting her to share an incredulous look with me as I roll my eyes, but then realize she's not one to do that kind of thing. Leave me. Jeez, that's an intense look. We do, of course, not wanting to aggravate her any more than she already is. There's a churning bad feeling in my gut. Rin sure has a knack of making people feel worried about her. She seems like a person who should never be left alone. Maybe we should call someone? She sounded like she was going into shock or something. I'm sure she will be just fine. She's just, how to say... Lily cocks her head a little, trying to find a polite way of calling Rin crazy without calling her crazy. Unique? Yes, a very unique person. I guess you could say that. She giggles at the notion melodiously, nodding in agreement. Sorry about leaving you stranded. As you talk to her, I don't really understand her, so I keep my distance. So my guess was right. Lily offers a slight apologetic smile as if she was sorry that her own shortcomings have prevented her from becoming closer to Rin. I'm not one to blame her at all. Lily lets slip a long breath, possibly a disguised yawn. I imagine she's exhausted by all this as I am. I better leave now and give these to Hanako. Thank you for the company, Hisao. She smiles very sweetly at me. It feels different than normal, despite the fact that she seems to be smiling so often. I can't put my finger on what the difference is. It's just different. Relaxed, I'd say, but that's probably just a relief over getting rid of Rin. Maybe. The phone is ringing. No. I'm back. With a brownie. Ugh. Yeah, good night. Say hi to Hanako for me. I will. Good night. Wow. Are you serious? I was planning on ending recording once the next loading screen showed up. Jeez. The students roll into class for the Saturday morning session, each and every one of them sporting the tired eyes of people that have worked through the night. With only a day left to prepare, I suppose it's not surprising. Thankfully, we only have to suffer through classes until the lunch break, and then our time is our own. Hi, Matao. I'm gonna end it with you. Save. 5 hours, 15 minutes. Jeez Louise. Oh, new save state. Okay. Thanks for watching. I don't think I'm gonna upload this all in one day. Probably, I think I recorded like an hour, so 2 days probably.